50 degrees here in Muskegon, Michigan today. 50 degrees. I'm going to show you how we heat our home and garage and our hot water and everything with our boiler. This is what I use to move the coals around. The ash goes to the bottom, the coal surface to the top. I won't have to load it again until tomorrow morning. That's it. That'll keep until tomorrow, which is pretty awesome. Take you to the garage first. Show you the heat exchanger there. I'm going to pause you for a minute. I have a heat exchanger mounted on the wall, and that's where the hot water comes into. And I actually use a regular window fan from old times. So it's a good old fan, and I got a spare up there in case I need it. But I run it through a thermostatically temperature controlled outlet, which works pretty darn good. I have it set on 60 degrees. And that is what we are at, is 60 degrees. Opposite side of the building. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to pause you again while I go in the house and show you the hot water setup and everything in there. And the stove is now puffing smoke, turning the bottom stuff into coals, which heats our water to 180 degrees. We have two pumps. The pump on the right goes to the garage. The pump on the left goes to the house. This is where our water lines come in the home. And actually, we have an aquastat here that's set on 110 degrees. So if the water temperature falls below 110 degrees, it automatically switches over to natural gas. In the summertime, when we turn on the central air, we shut this valve off, turn this valve on, and it just loops through these two areas here. Now, as we come in here, the first place the hot water hits is our hot water heater, which is, it has an arm in it. I'm taking off the wrong one, but that's our arm that heats the water. It's about 30 inches long, and then the water line runs over to our furnace where we have a heat exchanger. And this is our heat exchanger for the home. We also have a April air humidifier, whole house humidifier. So we go back over here to the hot water to fill our boiler. If it gets low on water, I turn this valve on right here. And that line goes directly into our feed line. And that's how we heat our hot water first. And then we heat our home. And then the return line, I'll take you out and show you this as well. I'm going to pause you. The return line, before it goes back to the boiler, runs through our garage. That's a two-stall garage that's attached to the house. And we have a heat exchanger mounted up there. And it's also on a thermostat. And this one's actually set on 50 degrees. But it stays warmer in here anyway. But that's how we heat all locations of our home and garages, is with one central Timberwolf 3500 wood boiler. As FYI, it's been a pretty cold winter. And out of the entire winter so far, we've burned just over 10 cord of wood. And I actually do the firewood just for exercise, but I got local tree companies that bring me the wood because they need to get rid of the stuff sometimes and they don't have no place to sell it to, so they bring it out. We have 10 acres. They bring it out here and they dump it. So for them bringing me some of the wood, I take a lot of their wood chips, their grindings that they take off from job sites. So really I have only my labor and my chainsaws, a little bit of fuel for my Bobcat, and wear and tear wrapped up into making our winter supply of firewood every year. Between my wife and our autistic son and myself, we stack the woodshed full. Normally before August, it's full for the winter. So that's how we heat everything. Otherwise, we have natural gas, and we could heat everything with natural gas, with exception to my 30 by 50 pole building, because I ripped the gas line in half when I dug the last trench to bury water out there. But if you got any questions, let me know. Firewood is the way to go with a boiler. Indoor wood stoves, you have an issue with insurance companies wanting to insure your home. A lot of them will not. Same way with a garage. You can't really put them in a garage either. They'll drop you off their insurance. It's hard to find a company that, won't charge you an arm and a leg if you're burning wood. But if it's an outdoor boiler and the actual fire is not going to bother your home or any other outbuildings, then you can get away with it, and insurance can't disqualify you. So, appreciate you watching. Hope you subscribe. Have a great day.